This weekly Blender competition is brought to you by Grand Abbott. Grand Abbott provides Blender tutorials for beginners and experienced users such as sculpting, modeling, texturing, animating, and a lot more. So make sure you check out his channel and Discord if you haven't already. You can find a link in the description. Welcome at the weekly Blender competition number 15, which I'm going to criticize the art entries and choose some winners. And the subject for this week was to create exterior architecture. We have 5.5 entries and I really appreciate that you guys have joined. Now keep in mind, if you have some feedback for me, then leave a comment in the comment section because that is very important to improve my work for you. And the first entry is of Crabson. Crabson says in Discord, again the focus is the architecture. I'm going to try to keep that in mind, but you're not making it very easy for me because this is just amazing. I really freaking love all of the randomness in the building. What I do really like about this building, for sure, is the gray that goes to the orange and brown and then go again to the gray, which fits in super duper well. I am really a fan of wood stuff. It's a very nice way to get some curvy elements into this building by doing it like this. A lot of wooden beams that you see back with the curvy. I like this gigantic window, which is very nice for a stairways room where you go up and then first floor, go around the corner, get up to the second floor. This room will give a lot of light. The stairway looking roof is a very nice touch. I think you've done a really amazing job, and I can also tell in Discord, like, a lot of people really love this artwork. It's also very brave to use round stone textures because at corners like this it's very sharp. So I'm not going to take that you were going for realism, but really focus on the architecture in this case. Even though I really like the style of how it looks, the color balance is very nice. I love to there is enough amount of green going on, and a little bit of blue in the sky that really fits in with the gray. It's gray bluish. It fits in well with the roof, with the stone. It's very appealing to look at. I can say there are some things missing, but I must focus on the architecture. I'm still gonna say it. I'm missing a chimney, I'm missing some lamps, I'm missing some furniture up here, maybe a car, but those are just some extra things. On the architecture, you've done a really freaking amazing job once again. And the second entry is of Yeti. Yeti says in Discord, sticking with simple models, the story here is how bad the architecture can be. Especially when choosing location. Yeah, that's a good excuse, by the way. Architecture is really bad, just like you say so I cannot really, give any feedback on that. The location looks horrible. It really looks like a ghetto. It looks like a lot of murdering will be going on, and drugs and women of pleasures. Stuff like that. I still like how you try to add in some details here and there, while on other places it's very empty. The stripes are way too big. I love how this light post is just turned around, and it also seems to be a little bit longer. Don't get me wrong, I really love this kind of style, like just low poly and then just some colors on it. I really use that myself a lot. I really love that. But this artwork, based on your story, it is very horrible. You've done a good job on making it look horrible. So I could say good job with that. Something like that. The last time you've done an amazing job, for sure. But I would love to see more of your work. I would love to see you coming back and, see what you got for me. And the third entry is of Lesimus, and Lesimus says in Discord, not much, and that is okay, that is totally fine. You went for more of a simple design. It's still very arty because it is just more than just a piece of square brick, I would say. You got a lot of windows in here, which is, someone really brave need to live in here. Most of the time it will be rich people, arty people. For me, this is not my house because like it's way too much of the privacy that is gone. What I do like, it's a nice little touch here, is that you build this out here with a hole inside. Maybe fill it in next time with furniture. These lamps are nice, but I think they need to be something that gives a little bit more light at night. It's very tiny. Maybe make them a lot bigger, I would say. Hang up the curtains everywhere instead of only this place. What I do like is the color what you've used. You've used green, bluish, and whitish, which is a very nice touch. It seems like that the background here is, I could be wrong though, but this is a realistic picture though. It's simple, very hard to give a lot of feedback on, but I like it. It's on point with the architecture, so good job on that, Lesimus. And the fourth entry is of Nexus. And Nexus says in Discord nothing, which is okay. Welcome to the competition, by the way. I like that you joined and I would like to see more of your work. Your design is very nice. I really love the way how you got a building on the top of the building. It really shows like a line out here. It's really on point, showing two different buildings. There are also things that I don't like. There are also things that could be just a little bit better. The one thing that I don't like is this part down here. It seems like this part for a roof is not inclined enough to be like this, I would say. And this... Let me just say that if you would have made it like this down here, I think it would be a lot better. But that's more of a personal thing. The thing that could be a little bit better is that the roof should be a little bit more thicker. You did stick it out for a little bit. Stick it out just a little bit more. Just be arty, just stick it out, make it twice or even 3 times thicker than this. Really give a thick roof feeling for it. I don't know what I'm saying here, but you get what I'm, what I want here. What I also do like is this wooden beam supporting this part of the house, instead of just making the stone straight up to this wood. This is a very nice touch. I do like that you have a lamp out here, which I kind of missing, like a nice big lamp. Parking space, a wall. The colors I would say is almost perfect. Maybe I am not quite sure if you should have had the color the same or that you should have had it more blackish, like add in some. At some point it looks like stone, at some point it does look like roof tiles. I really wonder how it would look if this had the same color as the roof and just blackish, and this part here, this beam, a little bit more of this color, so you can mess around with that in the notes to change the color a little bit, just to balance it out a touch more. For the sky though, I would say it's almost perfect. What would have been nice is a little bit lesser blue sky and a little bit more white grayish. The reason for that is you see that back at the Lesimus and you see that back at Crabsons. Oh, I'm going to go too far. You really see like a whitish, grayish and very small touch of blue in here. The sky is like lesser random, lesser noisy. It really fits in. I would love to see some things changed in here based on what I just said. If you like to do that, you don't have to do that. But that is all I actually had to say about this. The idea of house on house is just amazing. I really love that. Now it's gonna get a little bit more interesting. I said there are 5.5 entries. The 1.5 entry is actually of Drenor. Drenor says at the first picture in Discord, love it, working on this, wanted to add freestyle lines, but the render is still taking ages, so I hope you enjoyed this one. Looking forward to the next one. At the next one, he says freestyle just finished. So what I kinda understand of this, correct me if I'm wrong, you put this picture in there just in case you wouldn't be on time with this one. Let me know if that is true. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to judge this one and not this one for this one time. What I am wondering, what do you mean with freestyle? Did you just use another program for this, or did you use a shader of Blender itself to do this? Or because if it's a shader, then I wonder how this can happen. Like, I mean, I like this. It's a nice little touch of making it look interesting, but I wonder how does Blender, or how would Blender know to do this or not to do this. The reason why I think it's not a Blender shader is just because some certain points there is something missing. Like over here, I would say there is like a stripe. Over here, the stripe would continue. I have seen some kind of artwork like that. They call it a little bit of Borderlands art. Because they use it a lot. Just let me know how you did this. I think it's very interesting. I really like this. About the architecture, it's very simple. You still try to add in a little bit of noisy into the building, which make it look interesting to look at. Big giant beams and crossing each other. I like the roof tiles up here. The windows are also a very interesting thing, because it's not just a straight piece of wood, it's just like a nice little curvy thing up here and down here, which I like a lot. You have a little balcony going on with pointy spikes. I can imagine, this would be like a kitchen area or a basement part. There's a lot going on also with the leveling of this building. It's simplistic. I really like it. There is not much to add to it. Well, maybe with the stones, I would say the stone needs to be or either 1/5 of the wall or 1/4 of the wall, but not like the half of the wall. I think that looks a lot nicer to have like 2 layers or a little bit smaller stones and then 3 layers. But then all the way around. So if you do this here, then add it here and here too. Maybe then add a wooden beam between in, and then give the wall color a different color. Make it like separate wall pieces. But anything else, I really like it. It is time to pick some winners. I have decided to choose 3 winners based on the following points. Those can be objective, simplistic / minimalism, or realism. The reason why 3 only, because we only have 5 entries, which I still really appreciate, of course. The objective winner is going to be very clear, and that is going to be Crapson again. There is a lot going on of the artwork / science in here. The color balance is just very nice. It just looks very good. There is a lot to read into this picture. There is a lot of leveling going on. There is a lot of shapes, straight, curvy, triangle. It's just very clear. So Crapson, congratulations once again with the objective. The next winner for simplistic / minimalism is going to be Dranor. It's a very simple picture. He gave it a very nice touch. I really like that there are some exterior architecture things in here. For example, I like the curvy window idea. I like that there are a lot of different levels going on into this building. Different sizes of wooden beams here and there, to just make sure where it needs to be stronger and where it needs to be less stronger. Anyhow, congratulations Renner with that. Now there is one more left, and that is going to be the realism. Before choosing the realism winner, everyone done an amazing job. I really hope to see you guys again with the next competition, and after that. The realism winner is going to be Leslie. The reason why is because, it really, 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 really looks real. Besides only that, the building itself maybe need a little bit more furniture or some curtains here and there. The picture itself looks very nice. I really love the trees in the background. So congratulations with that. The next weekly challenge subject is going to be cartoonish vehicle. I'm looking for vehicles, maybe a car, maybe a boat, an airplane, something like that, and make it look cartoonish. Now, if you having trouble to know what is a cartoonish vehicle, just Google it, Google pictures. Or look at Pixar movies. You can see like the cartoonish car. Most of the time, a very large person needs to be in a very tiny car, and the upper part of the car is most of the time stretched out, or it has like tiny little wheels, or so it's a little bit of hard surface modeling. It's just focus on the car itself, and the deadline is gonna be March 31. And on 1 April, my birthday, I'm going to poop out the video. And thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more Blender, and also questions and requests are welcome anytime.